Tracy Robbins and Dale Byfield making up the front row. Green flag, and they're running. Correct. Looks good.
Number 13 of Craig Smith now jumping the lead out of turn number 4. They come back to the stripe. They hit the turn number 1. In the number 2 spot, it is Bruce Berry. Here comes Larry Hitchens down on the bottom in car number 17. As Hillary through the full problem here in turn number 4.
It is Chuck Doherty who's involved in the mix-up in the melee there, and possibly it looks like the Scott Foster car. Foster has just had no luck at all this evening whatsoever. Off the turn, green flag is out, and Smith leads the charge to turn number 1. The Mad Dog is on a roll. He sets in the number 3 spot. Sperry takes over the lead. Smith drops back to 3. We've got a mess in turn 1 on the bottom side of the racetrack. Butler is involved. And it appears John Ledger with car number 11 is also right in the middle of the mix-up. We go back to caution once again with one lap up on the board.
Well, Yellow Fever playing the first 2 feature events here this evening at the Stafford Motor Speedway, and the third certainly not being left out by any means. 1 lap has been officially completed and etched into the record books.
Butler makes it back out of the pits. We go to green. Smith gets another shot at it at the front of the field. Here comes Pinson. He's back in command in position number 2. Larry Pinson turning in a great run on the bottom. Sperry up in the loose stop. George Mad Dog Bissett fights back on the inside. Meanwhile, Tracy Robbins way off the pace. Off the turn. Deep into turn number 3, it is Smith who leads him back to the line. The number 13 of Craig Smith leads lap number 2.
They head into turn 1. Craig Smith still showing Larry Pinson now with the first speed. He has found himself a home to the bottom groove. He'll hang tough and try to chase down the leader, but he has company. Mad Dog George Bissett currently runs in position number 3. He too is joined by car number 06, Bruce Berry. Here they come nose to tail this time off turns 3 and 4. They'll come back to the stripe and head for turn number 1 as the 13 of Craig Smith continues to lead.
No question about it. It is car number 39. The Mad Dog to the inside. Pinson's out of shape. He gathers it back. 3 and 4 wide. It is Pinson who loses 3 positions on the racetrack. Caruso surfaces among the top 4 cars. Meanwhile, it is still car number 51 who's been picking them off one at a time. That is the number 51 of Don Wood, who's starting in this event in the 20th starting position. He is up among the top 7 cars, down underneath Hill. That's the battle for the 6th spot, with Tim Smith right there in position number 3, glued to the back bumper of the Mad Dog down the back straightaway.
Well, caution flies once again here on lap number 4, the 03. Our pole sitter, Tracy Robbins, having a rough go of it, so caution necessitated once again.
Lights are off once again. Off the turn, Smith brings him back to the line. Here comes the Mad Dog, wound up on the outside. But Caruso is coming from the 13th starting position. He still sits there as a factor on the 4th spot, but look at Wood. Wood was a car we pointed out earlier from 20th position. He is up to 5, 4 laps up on the board. Smith leads the Mad Dog back to the line. Smith is out of shape. Here comes the Mad Dog. He goes to the outside lane. Tim Smith still in the 3rd spot, looking for an opening that would put him into position number 1. He finds the door. It's unlocked, but will it give him the position? Yes, he pulls it off. The Mad Dog gets up in the loose stop, keeps his foot in it. Rim ride, loses about 10 spots on the racetrack. Back to the line they come. Tim Smith is the new leader, and Wood from the 20th spot up to 2nd.
Wood with an outstanding job on car number 51. He now looks to the low side, now to the high side. Down the back straightaway, we have a problem between turns number 1 and 2. A car spinning. No caution necessitated at this time.
It is Gary Pelletier. He is okay. Hill tries to avoid him. We are still at green. They come off the turn. New leader once again. It is car number 51 for Don Wood. From 20th to first in 7 circuits. Quite a run for a driver looking to visit victory lane for the first time here at the Stafford Motor Speedway. Caruso now looks very strong. He puts the pressure on the number 81 car of Timmy Smith. Smith still holding on for second as we go to yellow. Green flag is out. It is Wood. Caruso, just as we anticipated, is a major factor still. He moves down low, takes over second. Smith back to 3. Larry Pinson's having his share of problems now on the outside. Pelletier goes around, and so does it to number 11 of John Ledger. Ledger and Pelletier come together. Will it be a caution? No. Here comes the leaders. Could be scary. Somehow they all make it by. It is still Wood, the leader of the event. Caruso now into second. Tim Smith for third. Craig Smith, no relation here, for fourth. And the Mad Dogs got 5. Then it's Pinson's in for 6th. 7th is Sperry. 8th is Antarski. 9th is Skidger. And 10th is Leo Bim Adams.
Well, Antarski making a bold effort in that car number 8 as he has worked his way from way in the back of the pack. And he is certainly on the move. 10 laps, now 11 when they come back to the line. And Wood will continue to be your leader as they cross the track. Caruso second. Number 81 third. On his fifth. Fourth spot is the first speed. That being taken front by Craig Smith.
No question about it. As they head down the back straightaway, it appears that Wood's run from 20th was by no means a fluke. He is really starting to build an impressive lead. Setting the pace right up front. Meanwhile, Caruso, Tim Smith, and Craig Smith run in a pack of 3. George Mad Dog Bissett holds off the rest of them, but there's about 10 car lengths that separate him. Zantarski and Brad Boisenoff, all considered major factors.
Larry Pinson's has been looking low in the corners underneath George Bissett as he does once again in turns 3 and 4 for that position.
Jim Mavlagianis spins off turn number 2, and they bring out a caution. Brad Boisenoff, lights are off on the pace car. 13 lap show on the magic board. Green and running.
And picking up where he left off, Don Wood, car number 51, over snaps to the front, but this time Caruso will look to the low side turns number 1 and 2. Wood still continues to lead. Caruso in the number 2 spot. He now looks high, now low once again down the back straightaway. Third on the move, car number 81, a masterful job for this gentleman so far tonight. Tim Smith, car number 81, and running 4th is George Mad Dog Bissett as they come back to the line.
Caruso still right there as a factor, but Wood is setting the pace up front. Here comes Caruso down low. Will he be able to pull it off? The high 5 will be in the air this time, but it is still Wood in command. Suddenly something happens to Conrad Cody. He drops off the pace. the turn, back down to the line. Wood is still in command. Caruso right there on his back bumper. Conrad Cody pulls to the center of the infield. But Caruso is all over the back bumper of Wood. Now Craig Smith works his way down underneath Tim Smith. Trying to move in for the 4 spot. Butler comes back onto the racetrack. 3 wide. Zantarski is now up to the top 5.
It is nose to tail out of the corner this time as Wood begins to protect his groove. It was the 12 of Caruso looking for the low side, now the high side, now back to the bottom in turn 2. Again, Smith comes down. He shuts the door. Those 2 cars begin to pull away from the field and head to turns 3 and 4 as they come out of turn 4 this time. 2 laps will remain.
Final 2 circuits. Caruso has closed it up. Wood on the outside. Evenly matched. They come to the line. In less than 2, it'll be over. Zantarski has now moved into the 4th spot. Chuck Zantarski came from 22nd. The current leader came from position number 20. With Art Caruso coming from the 13th starting spot. White flag is out. 1 lap to go. Wood holds on to the Boucher concrete car. Tim Smith sets in the 3rd spot. Down the back straightaway. This will be his first career win here at the half mile. If he can hold on. Don Wood addresses the start-finish line. It is Wood to take down the win. Caruso in for 2nd. Tim Smith for 3rd. Zantarski for 4th. Craig Smith for 5th. 6th is Bobby Skinger. 7th is Brad Poisonall. 8th is the Mad Dog. And unofficially in 9th, looks like Brower, followed by Larry Pinsons. So down in the winner's circle to meet and greet our winner, first-time visitor. It is Don Wood with the number 51. The RAD Auto Machine, Boucher Concrete, Robbins Auto Body, Bean Green Machine. As Mike Kalanoff awaits to talk with our winner.
You can hear you now, ladies and gentlemen. A nice round of applause for Don Wood. Well, this is going to be a very special one for you. First time in victory lane here in a late model stock car at Stafford.
Yes, it is. I'd like to thank all my sponsors, Boucher Concrete, Rad Auto Machine, D&P Bus Company, and everybody on the crew. Did an excellent job. Car is running good.
You come back from the 20th spot, a great charge.
I got a good break on the first restart, and I got out of a lot of the traffic and got up front.
And with just like 10 or 12 laps ago, all of a sudden you realized you had company. Art Caruso was there, and he was there right to the very end.
He was pushing. He's running real good. I was pushing going in the corner, and I just hoped I could hold him off. He was faster than I was.
How about some of the guys here that help you out and working on? I know you've got a good, hard-working crew here.
Oh, yes, I definitely do. George there's the main man. He's the one that helps me every time I'm here. And Pal and Big Jim and Bruce and Mike, they're all here. Did an excellent job.
We're going to come back and do this next week?
I hope so.
We'll certainly find out. Don Wood, ladies and gentlemen, here in Winston, Victory Lane. We'll go back upstairs and talk with Ben Dodge. Ben?